Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast on this Monday. Yesterday, highs in the upper 60s and low 70s. A lot of it occurred shortly before midnight. It's a little bit strange, but we actually got a little bit of an increase in humidity from overnight, and during the daytime hours was a little bit on the cooler side. So around the time we would normally get our highs, temperatures are more in the low to mid 60s. Did get up to 70 in a few spots, but temperatures stayed generally a little bit cooler farther to the north you went before we got that brief warm up between sunset and midnight, and it stayed mild ever since. That's going to lead to a hot day ahead. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s, windy conditions, and we will have a mix of sun and clouds. But the big weather story is going to be our severe weather risk. Now, there is still some uncertainty on this, so just stick with me here. We have the cloud cover this morning, may have a little bit of drizzle or sprinkles within the clouds, but nothing that's going to be meaningful. And we'll have the clouds clearing out a little bit by the afternoon. That could be enough to produce a line of storms as early as about 3:30, 4 o'clock. Around the Manhattan area, around Marysville, down towards Council Grove, and then that line pushes eastward as we head into the early evening hours, just in time for the evening commute. That's a low probability, but it's a possibility that that could happen. And then this model does have that first round kind of weakening and diminishing by 10 o'clock. We may get another wave pushing through after midnight. Here's the other computer model showing the clearing, just like the other one did around 3:30, but not developing any storms until closer to 9:30, 10 o'clock maybe. So that's something that's interesting. If I'm going to lean towards one or the other, it may be that one. But I still can't completely rule out those late afternoon storms for the evening commute. So just prepare for both scenarios. Hopefully we'll have a better idea as the day progresses and give you an update at a little bit before noon, or of course for midday in Kansas at noon, on an update on as far as the storms are concerned. And then notice those storms are going to continue to push to the southeast through the overnight period. So basically, get the lines here. Basically, from Hiawatha down towards Council Grove and areas to the southeast, this has the best opportunity for any rain whatsoever. Can there be storms to the northwest of that line? Yes. But I'm thinking that I would not be surprised if it stayed completely dry for that entire area northwest of that line. And then as we head into tomorrow, we'll notice that there may be a few showers and thunderstorms moving back into the area in our southern communities in the afternoon hours. And we'll continue to keep an eye on that as it continues to work its way a little bit further to the north as we get closer towards midnight of tomorrow night as we get into the I-70 area. So certainly something we're going to have to pay close attention to at the forecast. But right now, it looks like from Topeka to the northeast holds the best opportunity for severe weather. Is that the best opportunity that there will be storms in general? May not necessarily be the case. It may be along and south of the Turnpike where the best opportunity of storms will be, but there's a lower severe weather risk down there, relatively speaking. Can there still be severe weather? Absolutely. And all hazards are in play, including tornadoes, but very large hail is going to be the primary focus. Could be up to baseball size in some of the stronger storms. Right now, I'm looking at the 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. time frame for the best possible risk for storms. Is there a potential for severe weather outside of that time frame? Yes. Just stay weather aware. Please just stay weather aware, and please have a way to receive warnings that will wake you up at night just in case. It's a little bit tricky. I honestly don't know what I'm going to be doing as far as sleeping in the afternoon and coming in all night, or if we just don't see a whole lot of storms. That's also a scenario. We just don't get much of anything at all. And all the storms stay up in Iowa and Nebraska and southern Minnesota. That's where the highest risk overall with this weather pattern is going to be. So there's that scenario too. Otherwise, they'll continue to stay a little bit more seasonal for the rest of the work week. Upper 60s and low 70s. I think we'll have a little bit better opportunity of rain to have an impact on your outdoor plans during the day on Wednesday. Maybe a little bit on Thursday. We'll monitor that. Otherwise, I do expect dry conditions Friday and Saturday. Those are going to be a couple of nice days there. And then we'll have another opportunity for more storms Sunday to Monday. I think late this afternoon into tonight is going to be our overall best opportunity for severe weather for the week. And as far as how much rain we could potentially get for the next 8 days, the European model has many spots getting at least an inch. a little bit less in north central Kansas. However, the GFS, not quite as heavy with the overall rainfall. Still at least some rain for all of northeast Kansas, but depending on how heavy it is, that'll be something that we'll continue to keep an eye on a daily basis. But we're still in that wetter than normal weather pattern in both the 6 to 10 and 8 to 14 day outlook. So it is certainly something that we'll continue to pay close attention to as we round out the month of April. And of course, May begins on Thursday with an opportunity for rain on that day. But then we do dry out for Friday and Saturday. So, and that may end up being the only 2 days that we may go completely 0% chance of rain for the next 8 days. But again, that doesn't mean we're going to get rain every single day everywhere. It just means that there might be at least a chance of rain somewhere in northeast Kansas on the other days. So stay tuned. Have a great day. Make sure to check back in numerous times throughout the day. At the very least, check back in at noon for a midday update, or check in the website if you can't watch the noon newscast. I will have the website updated before the noon newscast to get you an update on what to expect with our weather pattern later on today into tonight. Have a great day.